Do you have any advice for new models that are getting into the industry?
Usually my advice firsthand is to find your boundaries. Because once you find found your boundaries, you can network because you know what you're looking for.
Right.
You can find what works for you, like what your category is going to be, what your brand's going to be.
Yeah.
So boundaries first thing, and you can discover them. You can change them. You can find what works and what doesn't, but you got to have that foundation first.
Yeah.
Before you do anything else.
Right. Figure out exactly what your yeses and nos are, and then adjust as you go. Do you have any advice for new models getting into the industry?
Yeah, do your research.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, that's the number one thing. Like before you just start a page, like you have to know what you're getting into, and it's not an overnight. Like it's not what you see on TikTok.
Right.
I'm just gonna start a foot page. No.
Take top view picture.
No, it's so much more than that, and especially for feet, because there's a lot of people out there trying to be a foot model, and it's not just that. So I would say do your research before you just open a page and think you can make money, because it isn't that way. And feet pictures are not where it's at.
No.
Feet pictures are not selling. That is not what sells.
Told you guys.
That is not what sells. It's video.
Yeah.
Good video. Shoots with photographers. So yeah, there's a lot of research involved, and you have to get your name out there first. So do your research. Network. Be genuine. Always be genuine. Don't ever try to be fake or be something you aren't, because it won't get you anywhere. But yeah, just the basics, I think. There's so much more to know, but that's what I do for a living, so
Right.
I'm not going to give away too much free advice because I charge for that.
Do you have any advice for new models getting in?
I would say my biggest thing is try to build yourself up by quality and not clout, because follower count doesn't mean a whole lot. There's people in the top 1% that have less than 2,000 followers on their social medias, so that's obviously not the only way to be successful.
Right. Any advice for new models?
I would say, like, for new foot models, just make sure you exercise your boundaries and make sure, like, you don't do anything you're not comfortable with, and have fun with it, because you can be really creative and artsy with like, feet photography.
Absolutely. Yeah, it can be very unique.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for new foot models?
Any advice for foot models? Do your research. Don't just mimic the first model that you see.
Right.
Kind of do your research with different models. Maybe reach out to some. Look at the models' rapport with their fans, etc. And just have fun, and also at the same time be careful. Maybe get some advice also while you're researching.
Figure out what works for you.
Exactly.
And be safe.
Yep, exactly.
Do you have any advice for new models?
First and foremost, be consistent. It's very important to be consistent, because you have to keep putting your stuff out there. When you go stale, they go stale. So they'll find somebody else who's going to keep giving them new stuff. So you have to be consistent.
Yes.
That's fine.
They have to stay in their brain.
Yeah.
And I would say, for my advice, to learn a little bit of more organizational skills when it comes to content, and like all the different ways that people want to give you content compared to like what is saved on your phone. There's a tech side to things that wasn't fully explained to me in the beginning, and it's been a bit of a journey to learn how to organize, and I'm still doing it.
Yes,
I have a lot to go through.
Yeah, that's one thing I didn't think about when I'm talking to new models, is how much stuff you have to learn about all the ways that you can receive and have to send content. That's
correct. Because everybody's different. You got Dropbox, you've got the Google Drive, you've got people want to do by iPhone, AirDrop too. So
and the WeTransfer.
The WeTransfer.
And let's not forget WhatsApp.
Yeah.
WhatsApp. Yes.
To give another word of advice real quick, I just want to add this. You have people who love everything about your feet, not just one thing. So, I've seen a lot, and I hear a lot of guys telling me, well, they only have this on their page, or they only have this, or they only have that, or, make sure you're switching it up. Make sure you give them the toes. Make sure you give them the soles. Make sure you give them some shoes sometimes. Make sure you know what I'm saying? You have lovers who want, you know, the flip-flops. You know, like, so there's so many different types of photos that you should take for a wide variety of fans. So if you want to build your, you know, fan base, then you need to make sure that you're trying to cater to more than just one thing. You know, well, my signature is this, but okay, but that could be your signature, but you know,
Expand like a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.